Hi guys, welcome back. The second video today is I just want to go through page 201, question 6, part 1. I'm going to ask you to finish off question 6 then as part of your work during the class. So what I've written down here is what the details they gave us from the question. They give you a rectangle and they give you one of the dimensions is 6 meters. The other dimension is X meters. It's something meters long. We don't know what it is. They tell us the perimeter is 30 meters and they ask you to find the length here or find the value of X. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our friend algebra here to solve this because it's as easy a way as any. So what I'm going to do first of all though, before I try and solve anything, is try and put as much information into this diagram as I possibly can, because they've given you a lot of information, but you can fill in some other things that you know because of what you know about rectangles. Well, the first thing is that if this width here is 6 meters, then this width over here must also be 6 meters, because in rectangle opposite sides are equal in length, aren't they? And if this is X meters long here, for the same reason, this must be X meters long also. Okay, so that's as full a picture as we can get of this rectangle now. We can start solving the question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to form an equation and I'm going to try and solve that equation to find the value of X. So while I'm forming the equation though, I'm going to leave out the units of measure and I'm going to put them back in afterwards when we get our solution. Okay, so the first thing to say is you get the perimeter, don't you, by adding all the length all the way around an object, in this case a rectangle, so it's adding the lengths of all four sides of this rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to do that and I'm going to write it in the form of an equation. So I'm going to say X plus the other X plus this 6 plus the other 6 here should all add up to, well, they've told us the perimeter already is 30 meters, so should all add up to 30. Okay, so there we go. We have an equation. Now all we have to do is solve the equation and find the value of X. Well, we can tidy it up a little bit first of all and say that X plus X, or 1X plus 1X, is 2X, isn't it? Okay, and this 6 plus 6, well, 6 plus 6 is just 12, isn't it? Now that we've tidied it up, we better start solving by trying to get the 2x on its own on one side. So if we remember how to do that, we want to get rid of this plus 12 by introducing a minus 12. So what I have here is 2x plus 12. I'm going to put in a minus 12, but if I put a minus 12 in on the left-hand side of the equal sign, I must put a minus 12 in on the right-hand side of the equal sign as well. So I've put this in here because I put this in here. Okay, then tidying up, well, the 2x stays where it is on the left-hand side, but the 12, take 12 gives you 0, so they cancel each other out essentially, so there's nothing else on that side. The 30, take 12 gives me 18, and that's fine. So now what we've got is we're saying that 2x's, when you add them together, gives you 18. Well, if 2x's are 18, if I divide both sides by 2, again, I'm doing the same thing on this side that I did to this side. If I divide 2x's by 2, I get 1x. If I divide 18 by 2, I get 9. And now that I'm at the end, I'm going to put in my unit of measure again, 9 meters. So the length of this side is 9 meters. So let's see if that works out, because you should always check your answers. 9 and 6 is 15, and 9 is 24, and 6 is 30. Yes, that's what the perimeter should be.